superb streak. We have been waiting for this. The college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Alexander. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He hands it off from the gun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Brought down at the 37. Third down coming up.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play.
3:25.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds an open target on the left side. And your head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting they thought with certain formations they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. We go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The Tigers will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And the field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The 1st down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Stanford 7, Clemson 3.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking, and the ball to the ground. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
That sack sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! In blue! In blue!
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. He finds his target. He has the first. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Easy! 691, Gator score!
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And this time it's complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff heading left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Pickup of 2. 3rd down coming up.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 3. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the return will be brought down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nothing but green grass ahead. Huge play. They finally get him down, but he's all the way up to midfield. Now they can open up the playbook.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Trying to get the throw off. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. And he's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They'll go hurry up here. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The back's got it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Okay, ready?
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaking free at midfield. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And the Tigers will line up to boot it away. First punt of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
They'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Powers through. Looks like Stanford will have the first down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
First down, second and goal.
Got it.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford.
Touchdown, Stanford. Number 2.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Stanford 21, Clemson 10.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it on the move. Here's a wide-open receiver complete. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Tries the right with a quick throw, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Ready?
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Ringo! Ringo! Here we go! Rita! Rita! Ready?
From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. And they've got him, a sack on 4th down. There's a penalty marker down. If it's on the offense, it's a change of possession. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quick throw to his receiver, who makes the grab. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. A yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's 4th down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
16.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. After all that running around, they've got him for a sack.
12 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Stanford 28, Clemson 16.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Get set, get set.
Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
And that's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the big.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
35, Clemson 16.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. He's moving out of the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The sure hands. It's Smith. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's moving out of the pocket. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football.
Oh, breaks clear, end zone ahead. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Looking right, this one caught. And he's in there for the 2-point conversion. They're back within 11 points. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Bringing pressure. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. They've converted 2 of 3 so far in fourth down, and they'll stay aggressive here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The Stanford offense lines up on first and goal now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Cardinal. This offense cannot be stopped. See if they can convert the point after.
Number 18 in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
42. Clemson. 24.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Now, it wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy, or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it. Enough for a first down. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. You come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 36. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Of course, in the playoffs,